Bharat and Japan are two ancient civilizations. Even though these two nations are geographically separated by several thousands of kilometers, they are connected culturally. A prominent number of the Japanese deities trace their origins to the Hindu pantheon of Devatas who were being worshipped here in India since ages. Sounds interesting, isn't it? So let's dive deeper into the topic. In Japan, a goddess named Benzaiten is depicted holding a biwa, a traditional Japanese lute, in her hand. She is originally Saraswati Devi. In the Hindu iconography, she is depicted holding a veena in her hand. Saraswati Devi is revered as the goddess of knowledge, intelligence, wisdom, music and art. Goddess Benzaiten is worshipped as a goddess of everything that flows: water, time, alphabets and music. In India, one can find several temples dedicated to Saraswati Devi, and similarly the Japanese too built several hundreds of temples for goddess Benzaiten. There are nearly 131 temples dedicated to Benzaiten in Tokyo alone, and these temples look magnificent. In the year 1836, in a book titled The Guided Book of Modern Tokyo, the author Saito Sachio mentions about the widespread prevalence of Saraswati Devi worship as an intrinsic ethos of the Japanese culture. Goddess Kichijoten. She holds Noihoju diamond, a wish-granting jewel, in her hand and stands on a lotus base. She is worshipped as the goddess of beauty, happiness, prosperity and fertility. Kichijoten is originally Lakshmi Devi, who is the goddess of wealth, fortune, prosperity and beauty. It is said that from the year 722 AD onwards, the Japanese started worshipping Lakshmi Devi and Saraswati Devi. Coming to the next divinity, Brahmadeva. In the Hindu iconography, Brahmadev is depicted with 4 heads and 4 hands. In the Japanese iconography too, a deity named Bonten is depicted similarly. In India, nobody worships Brahmadev, whereas the Japanese constructed several temples to worship Bonten. Yama, the Hindu deity of death. According to the Puranas, he wields a noose with which he seizes the life of those who are about to die. It is he who punishes the mortals in their afterlife according to the deeds committed. Similarly, in Japan, Enmaten is the god of death, who punishes the mortals. Here in India, Yama is not worshipped, whereas Enmaten is worshipped by the Japanese. The next divinity, Indradeva, the king of the Devas, the ruler of heaven. In the Hindu iconography, Indra is often depicted riding Airavat, the 5-headed white elephant, which is Indra's mount. In Japan, Indra is revered as Taishakutain, and he too is often depicted riding an elephant in the Japanese iconography. The next divinity, Mahashiva. Mahakala is worshipped in Japan as Daikokutain, who is widely known in Japan either as a happy-looking god of wealth or as a fierce god. In his right hand, he holds a magic mallet which fulfills all wishes. There are no noticeable similarities in the iconography of Mahakal and Daikokutain. The next divinity, Ganesha. Vinayaka is revered as the remover of all obstacles, the deva of intellect and wisdom. He is popularly known as Kangitain or Vinayakatain in Japan. The iconography is very similar. Both the divinities are usually depicted with an elephant head and a human body. There are more than 240 shrines dedicated to Kangitain in Japan. Apart from the deities discussed, the Japanese worship many other deities from the Hindu pantheon, like Narayana as Narayantain, Garuda as Karura, Surya as Nitain, Chandra as Gatain, among others. The Hindu and Japanese divinities are similar, and the design of the temples that house the deities are slightly similar too. When we observe Japanese temples and the famous Indian temples with majestic gopurams, they look totally different. The Japanese hold their hands in a namaste-like pose while worshipping. They too ring temple bells, chant mantras and worship fire and perform Homa, a fire ritual in which oblations are offered to Agni Deva. The Japanese call Homa as Goma. Every Southeast Asian country is culturally linked with India, and Sanatana Dharma had left a great deal of influence on their cultures. Our motherland is the birthplace of the Dharma religions. The greatness and profoundness of Sanatana Dharma is unparalleled. To know how this cultural exchange took place, we need to discuss what happened during the 5th-6th century CE. Bodhidharma, a great Buddhist monk who was the third son of a South Indian king, embarked on a journey to China from South India, and after spending few years in China, he later reached Japan. He took with him the teachings of Buddha, Buddhism assimilated with Hindu thought and ideas. He was an exponent of martial arts, and he also began the physical training of the monks of Shaolin Monastery that led to the creation of Shaolin Kung Fu. It is said that he travelled to faraway lands to spread Buddhism. The Japanese call Bodhidharma as Bodhi Dharma. Buddhism, infused with Hindu Itihasa Puranas, permeated into Japan and highly influenced the indigenous Japanese culture and left a lasting impression on their culture. Bodhidharma played a pivotal role in the spread of Buddhism in Japan, and this sect of Buddhism came to be called as Zen Buddhism. One can find Siddham scripts engraved on various tombs in Japan. In the Tantric Shingon school of Japan, Sanskrit hymns are sung. The esoteric Buddhist monks and devotees chant their mantras in Sanskrit. The writing of mantras and reading of the sutras using the Siddham script is still practiced in the esoteric schools of Shingon Buddhism and Tendai, as well as in the syncretic sect of Shugendo. In the esoteric Buddhist sect of Shingon, the texts used by the priests contain the Japanese text and the mantras in the Siddham script side by side. They read the Siddham script with the help of their Japanese Kana script. In Japan, the Siddham script is still in prevalence. To this day, the Japanese write their mantras in the Siddham script. It is very unfortunate that here in India, under the garb of globalization and westernization, we are getting deracinated and disconnected from our ancient roots. Whereas the Japanese are well preserving the ancient culture which emanated from India and reached their land. A majority of the Japanese people are unaware of the very close bond they share with India and Hinduism. Hindu civilization, which originated several millennia ago, is the only continuing oldest civilization in the world. The deeply rooted relationship between the Japanese and the Indian cultural ethos is not known to many, and we hope this video would be shared so that it reaches a wider audience.